Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. The subject of today's video is discussing Chelsea 2, West Ham 0 in the Premier League. As always, let's start off with the team sheet. Keeping his place in goal was Fabianski, with two changes to the back four, Zabaleta coming out and Fredericks coming in, Diop dropping to the bench, and Balbuena coming in his place. So we had Fredericks, Ogbonna, Balbuena and Creswell making up the back four. Rice and Noble holding, with Lanzini, Anderson and Arnautovic up front with Hernandez aka Chicharito. It looked like more of a 4-3-3 into a 4-4-2 from what I was able to see. On the bench we had Adrian, Masuaku, as already mentioned, Diop, Obiang, Nasri, Snodgrass and Lucas Perez. So let's talk about the first half, shall we? Because that's the best place to start. The first 10-15 minutes we seemed to be doing all right. Chelsea were coming at us, but we seemed to be holding our shape quite well, defending for our lives, as we always seem to be doing. But around about the 17th, 18th minute, there was a misplaced pass to Rice, which I think it might have been from Anderson. I'm not 100% sure. It was very, very quick. But it was a misplaced pass, and Hazard jumped on it. Ogbonna fouled Hazard, and the only thing he could do, there's no way he was getting in front of him. We know how fast Hazard is, and that was it. That was it. We brought him down. Both of them came to the ground, unfortunately, and Ogbonna was carded, and quite rightly so, because it was a foul. It was a foul. I hate to say it, but it was a foul. And just from there on, it seemed to Chelsea seemed to grow a bit more in confidence. Not that Chelsea have lacking of confidence against us at the best of times anyway. But the free kick came to absolutely nothing. We had a corner on the 22nd minute, which nothing came to it, and then literally Hazard pretty much broke from a pass off to him, took out 95% of the entire back seven, really. Just absolutely weaseled his way through. Nobody's marking him properly at all. No one's getting into him. The only people that are trying to get anywhere close to him was Balbuena, and just as Hazard smacked it on the 23rd minute, Fredericks is the only one that's really trying to make sure that ball doesn't go in the back of the net, and unfortunately it does. Couple of minutes later, again, Chelsea were absolutely all over us. We were just, it was awful. It was just it's what we expected to see at the same point, but it was just not good enough. We just seemed to capitulate for that, and it took us a long time to come back into the game, which I'll come to in a moment. But as I say, it was just 26 and just before the 27th minute, we had Anderson tried it, but another counter attack, and Anderson passing to Hernandez, but Hernandez was too slow and the move completely broke down. Literally the 25th minute, just before that, Higuain almost scored, but it was off target. On the 29th minute, now this is a bit of bone of contention. Hazard again running at goal. Fredericks, quite rightly so, stands his ground. Arnautovic comes, for lack of a better way of it, bumbling in, pushes him over. He pushes him into Fredericks, and he goes to the floor. Now there is a very, very good shout for penalty on this, but at the same point, I think Hazard goes down too easily. It is a big nudge on him. Don't get me wrong. It is contact. It's unnecessary. So by the letter of the law, it is a penalty. But as we all know, this game is not going to be a physical game for much longer. There was no way that Arnautovic was playing for the ball, but that's the way it goes, unfortunately. And then literally on the 35th minute, we have a corner. Chelsea counter-attack. Everyone pelting back. Noble clears the danger just off the edge of the penalty box. Very, very, very happy with that. In that regards, because we could have been 2-0 down at half-time otherwise if Noble hadn't have stepped up. Sorry, just adjusting the mic just to make sure it's going all right there. Apologies if there's a bit of a poor sound on that. But turning to the second half now, Hernandez comes on, Snodgrass comes on. Hernandez comes off, and Snodgrass comes on for him, making it a 4-5-1 now with Arnautovic up front. I can't really say that's a bad move by Pellegrini, but I can't agree with it either at the same point. You know, Chelsea again were all over us right from the start of the second half, really started to dominate. And then all of a sudden, from around about the 59th, 60th minute, we started to grow into the game. Big time. Nothing, you know, and Lanzini had a shot at goal, and Arnautovic had a shot at goal. Cresswell had a very good attempt, but it just went a few yards to the right of the far post. You know, we started to dominate. We started to play better. We started to do some really good movements. On the 70th minute, Noble comes off and Obiang comes on in his place. Not entirely sure why, but obviously Noble needs to be broken in a bit more for us, I suppose. Who knows? But as I say, it was just, you know, we started to play more. Balbuena was really growing into the game from the first half onwards. It looked like, you know, it was, you wouldn't have thought after a little while that he had 3 months out due to that knee injury that he picked up. Now, we only had 2 substitutions on that because there was reported while I was watching it that Nasri had disappeared. He was warming up in the first half, warming up in the second half, but apparently he disappeared. So we'll find out tomorrow or later tonight, what that situation is. But literally, as I say, you know, we had some very good moments in the game, but just not enough. And as I say, you know, and as the letter of the law goes when it comes to derbies, smack bang on the 89th and the 3/4, I think, minute, Hazard with a second. Massively worried about this because Cresswell gives him shed loads of space. He makes a massive space. Anderson, to his credit, is running back, trying to make sure that he puts the block in, but it just doesn't happen. Our spacing throughout this game was good at the first half, but was shocking throughout at least an hour plus. It was just it was showing Chelsea too much respect. Not marking tight enough, not being aggressive enough when it comes to making those challenges. It's a London derby, so you can get away with being a little bit more aggressive than usual. But at the same point, 2-0 is not bad. Chelsea weren't playing brilliantly, but Hazard was just unplayable. Some of the stuff he did, with the exception, as I say, with a few things that we did. Hazard was just, quite rightly, got mad of the match. The bloke is just unplayable. Really is unplayable when he gets his mojo going, and he got it going a lot tonight. So, you know, it was just, I can't say I'm disappointed because I kind of saw this coming. I said I was worried about this game, and I did see it coming. Didn't see a 2-0 in any shape or form. Knew that Hazard was gonna score. But Mirage, if you're watching this, mate, boom, you didn't get your hat trick for your fantasy league, I'm afraid, mate. So better luck next season. But in all seriousness, no, that my heart is just, it's not breaking, but I am disappointed, but I'm not, if you know what I mean. I am disappointed that it took us pretty much after the first 10-15 minutes to grow. It take an hour to grow into the game. I can't say that it was a bad team sheet because it was very attacking minded. I don't think Pellegrini could have got it any better than he did from that side of things. The substitutions were correct. Snodgrass did try to make some influence in the game, but didn't seem to do all that well. Obiang made a couple of defensive passes and stuff, and it seemed to be all right. But at the same point, you know, Arnautovic, I've criticised him, and I will say, you know, he actually tracked back a few times. He did some great movement between him and Anderson, especially in the second half, but it just wasn't enough. And, you know, as a result, Chelsea are now third in the table, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check the table here. But as I say, it's the third now, and you know that it's literally the third straight win. Before I go, before I round up with the usual stuff, I just want to say thank you very much to Graham Howlett from Knees Up Mother Brown. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel, and also thank you very much to Stephen Sprigg, if I remember correctly, one of the guys involved. So he says with Hammers Chat. Stevie, so thank you very much for you two guys. As a result, the subscriber count is now on the sign of the beast. It's 666. So, you know, it's thank you very much for your support, guys. Thank you very much for your time for watching this, guys. As always, please leave your comments in the comment section below on how you thought the game went out. If you're new around here and you like what I'm doing, then by all means please click the subscribe button. Or if you're not new around here and you've been watching these videos for a while but haven't subscribed, then please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get first dibs on all of the videos when they go up. As I said, please leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like the video and you feel I deserve it, please hit the like button. And please share this content with any other person that you wish to, who may want to watch this this video or be exposed to the channel. If you want to get in contact with me, tweet me or follow me at JPWHUTV on Twitter. There's a Facebook group and page for the channel. Again, the group and page is JPWHUTV. I'm on Instagram, and more specifically Instagram TV. Username again at JPWHUTV, and also hit me up on fanvibe.com. Again, username is JPWHUTV. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. You will see me on Thursday when I come up with the Man United preview. So look out for that. That will be coming up quite soon as well. So in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for your time. Relax for the next few days until we have to play Man United at the weekend. In the meantime, look after yourselves. Take care.